Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, Brandon here with another great business to discuss on this episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. Today's guest is Blaz, and he's selling his Amazon FBA business on the Empire Flippers marketplace. So welcome to the show, Blaz, and how are you doing today?
I'm doing great today.
Great. Yeah, it's really good to hear that you're doing good, in light of everything that's going on in the world today. I'm really excited to talk to you about this business that you've created as well. But before we get started, let's go into a quick summary of the business. So it is an Amazon FBA business in the art niche, and it was created in May 2015. The average monthly revenue for the business is $28,808 and makes an average of $4,600 per month in net profits. For everyone listening, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 47801 to learn more about the business, or you can unlock this listing and start your due diligence if interested in purchasing this asset. So now that I've given a general overview of the business, what's included in the sale is the domain and all site content and files, the Amazon Seller Central account with 7 SKUs, the trademark, social media accounts for Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Pinterest, supplier contracts and relationships, employee contracts, and it is worth noting that inventory is not normally included in the list price, and further details can be provided to active buyers. And it is also worth noting that this US Amazon account will be included in the sale, and any EU Amazon account listings will be included as a listing transfer as per EU regulations require. So, Blaz, can you tell me a little bit about your background in building and running online businesses?
Yes, actually, e-commerce is not really my background, but I'm an electronic engineer and my wife is an English and history teacher. But one day we have decided that because she was unemployed, that we will try to build online private label business, which she could live from. So this was actually the trigger. But I had background in the search engine optimization. So when I was actually researching this business model, I knew that from my experience that actually if I can rank our products well, then also the sales will come. And if we are selling good products, then I don't see any obstacle that we cannot achieve our goals with our business.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So how was it that you got the idea to get started in, with this specific niche then? Was there something that stood out during the beginning days and you thought, oh, this might be a great idea to start in the art niche?
Actually, we started very analytical, so we were searching for some product opportunities. Because I'm an engineer, I was looking more technical stuff, and my wife was searching for things which she was using at school or which she used in every life. So when we started analyzing, we saw that my products are not very good from the point of profit and from point of opportunity of the product. So on the list which we have gathered together were more or less only art and craft products. This is why we have decided that we would like to sell products which we can actually boost creativity and imagination on with children and also adults. This is where also our slogan came from, we free your imagination, and this is how we have started.
Okay. So then this business then primarily makes money from just Amazon FBA?
Yes, primarily only from Amazon FBA. We have also Shopify store, but actually it's more or less for image of the brand, that if anybody wants to buy it from our store, it can be bought also, but we are focusing on FBA.
Okay, now that makes sense. Now, if the business is doing so great right now, Blaz, why is it that you've decided you wanted to sell it?
Actually, when we started business, it was meant for my wife that she can live from this. But after a while, this is now 5 years ago, and then after 2 years, she got a job in local elementary school, and she didn't like, the work. She was working on this business, and this actually is one of the reasons why we would like to, after 5 years, to try something new, actually. She doesn't like this work, but I still like this business model very much. And because I'm passionate in other niches, like, for example, in home and kitchen, because I like to cook, I really like to try to establish brand there and to start the process over again because after 5 years of working in this niche, we are a little bit, how can I say?
A little burned out on it, right?
We are a little bit bored with this niche actually, because, the process is established and everything is going on all the time, the same things. And we are a little bit bored with it. And we are searching for new opportunities and for new actually goals and for new stuff which we can do.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Now, was there anything that you learned while building this, and growing this business that you plan on applying to those other businesses down the road?
Yes, in the last 5 years, we have learned a lot from our mistakes and from everything what we have done on this brand and business. So if I must point anything out, is that actually we cannot sell to everybody, that we must focus on our customers to get very targeted audience and actually create all the marketing only for them, because it is too expensive to sell to everybody. Mm-hmm. And the result of this is that we have very good conversion rates on our sales. So we can reach also more than 50% conversion rates on our products, and in average is more than 30%, because we are selling only to the people who need and want our products actually. And the second thing maybe which we have noticed, we were 5 years actually trying to conquer the top of our niche, because when we started actually we bring to the marketplace the product nobody was selling, because we were offering 2 additional features which no other product had. At that time we're on the top of our niche, but after everybody have copied our ideas and we didn't have the best strategy at that time, we fall down. And then after that, all the time we were trying to reach this top, and we didn't actually work so much on the profit optimization. Now when we have actually decided that we will sell this business, we really focus only on the profit optimization. And now if I look what profits we are reaching today and in last months, sometimes I'm asking myself if I really want to sell my golden goose now.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. Now, having gone through all of these different changes and having tried a lot of different things, was there anything that you tried with this business and it just didn't give you the ROI that you were expecting?
Actually, in this business, things are changing every year. So there were a lot of things which worked at the beginning and now they don't work. But from the last period, I can say that what didn't work for us last year is that we were really pushing our products with Amazon PPC ads and spending a lot of money on it. We were, I don't know, if we look from the data, that we were the third or the second most clicked product for the best 3 keywords, for example, in our niche, but we were not reaching actually the rankings we were desired. So this was not the best strategy we used last year. So we were actually spending too much on the PPC ads and they didn't bring the results we want.
Okay, that makes sense. So then where would you say that a majority of your traffic is coming from then?
The majority of traffic or the efficiency of the profit comes from organic ranking, which we are reaching now, for example, and also from Amazon PPC ads. But we are all the time actually optimizing on the weekly or 2-week basis the costs that we see, where we must boost something or where we must decrease some costs to still have some growth, but to reach the profits which are desired for us.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Now, hypothetically speaking, if you were to keep this business, what are some of the ways that you would personally try and grow it?
For sure, the strategy we have now is good because it is bringing steady profit. So to analyze and to boost where we see that rank is failing maybe. The other thing what we will do is that we will relaunch the products which are already live, because there are varieties of the main products. They don't have really good sales history, and this is why we will actually relaunch it with new ASINs and try the old reviews. This is one thing. And also we have some pro ASINs which currently we are not selling because of low profit we reached in past. But if we try to actually to optimize the cost of goods for those products, and if we saw that we can reach good profits, we will relaunch also those products. The thing which is also opportunity, I think, is that in Europe we are selling currently only in Germany and UK. So all the SKUs which are currently selling US can be launched in Europe on all marketplaces. because currently we are selling only one SKU in Germany and UK. So this is the list actually what we were planning to do before we decided we will sell. And also we have a list of product opportunities which actually could be refreshed, and from this list we can expand our portfolio of products in our niche, which can be sold to the same target audience which we are selling this product now.
Okay. That's really great that you already have, a detailed list and plan, in the pipeline for a buyer to come in and really capitalize on growing this business. Now, can you describe some of just the typical work that you're doing on a weekly basis for the business at this time, Blas?
Yes, currently from this COVID situation, actually, we are every day checking the inventory and how we can actually, with price changes, for example, regulate the sales that we won't go out of stock. But this is one thing we are considering now. But if you look daily or weekly operations, we are analyzing PPC ads, we are analyzing conversion sessions, and then we do some action upon this data. The customer service is outsourced, and also we have written all the SPI so anybody can do it actually. And it's very well structured. So actually what we are doing now, if we want to launch any new products or relaunch old, is just to check the status, what is going on, and to tweak the sales a little bit with PPC ads or with some relaunches.
Okay. Now, you had also mentioned that you also outsource your customer service. Is that part of the employee contracts that you've included with the assets?
Yes, this can be negotiated with the employee which is working for now with us now. She is working for us from the beginning, so she knows very good the products and the customer service which we are providing better than me.
Okay.
But we have also written the instructions, what are most frequent questions, what are most frequent things which customer service is dealing with. So I think this is not an issue for the new buyer. But if they will reach some agreement, she is actually willing to work with anybody.
Okay. Now, would you say that most of the work then is usually handled by this outsourced VA?
Yes, most of it.
Now, do you feel that there's any particular skill set that a buyer should have prior to purchasing this business, or, managing the VA and maybe just overseeing the management side of the business is all that a buyer would really need to take care of?
Actually, if they want to just, if they want to grow business, then for sure they will need skills to grow it,
And what would you say, like SEO or just Amazon FBA skills in general, or?
Amazon FBA skills, because, for example, we don't use anymore we don't use much of outside traffic from Amazon, because from our experience in the last 2 years, it has no real influence on it, or is not worth for us. So if the buyer is knowledgeable about FBA service, yes, this is enough for sure.
Okay. And maybe just some marketing and e-commerce in general might benefit them there as well. Okay. Now, what do you feel are maybe some of the potential risks associated with this business that a buyer should be aware of?
The risk is, I think, high competition, but because we are 5 years in this niche and we have a lot of good reviews and a good history on the product, on the main product, we are resilient to competition, for example. But the buyer should be aware that competition is high, but we have great product which can actually work in this competition and can bring good cash flow and profit from it. But it is competitive niche.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, especially at this level as well. And, in the market shares, you're going to be facing competition with almost every product. That's great. So now, Blas, are you willing to commit to a non-compete, meaning, further down the road, any other businesses you start, you'll stay out of this specific niche?
Of course, yes.
Perfect. And then how much support are you willing to offer potential buyers? Are you going with the typical 30 days of email and Skype support, or did you have something in addition that you would like to add on to that?
Actually, we are willing to give all the support they need, because actually this is our first child on FBA. So we can offer the support if they want to work with us. If they don't want, our support, we won't be pushy. But if they want to help them with grow their business with our knowledge and our experience from the past 5 years, we can give them everything what we have actually, because we don't see any point that we will hide this or not tell them, because we will go to different niche and we will use this knowledge in different competitions. So we can give them what whatever they will ask and they need.
Okay.
In first quarter of the operation, maybe,
Okay.
if this is a reasonable offer.
Yeah, it's good to hear. And then are you also willing to negotiate something like an earnout where you'll receive a large portion of the sales price up front and then maybe, a few smaller payments to close out the deal to close it out?
This is also possible. We are open for all, how can I say,
Any deals or negotiation
any
during
deals
that
and
time? Okay.
negotiation, if they are a win-win situation for both sides.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense. And, it's always good to hear as well that you're open to discussing that, during the negotiation periods. Now, just a few more sideline questions for you, Blas. Was there anyone who inspired you while you were building this business that our listeners might like as well?
Who has inspired me?
Yeah, and it could be a course or maybe, a tutorial or...
Yes. I'm a member of Amazing Selling Machine
Okay.
from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And also, my mentors are from Real Team, so we were working with them also.
Okay.
But the real inspiration why we started this business, because in our country I have got information that some couple from near to our place doing really good business, and this was the way for me that actually if somebody who is near to me can do it, I can do it also. This was the decision point for me.
Yeah, it's really great. Now, what advice would you give to our listeners that you wish you knew when you first started this business?
That is maybe better to stick near to the top, because when you are on the top, it's very windy and everybody is looking at you and they want to take your place. So I think it's better to optimize profit near to the top.
Okay. Yeah, no, I completely agree with you on that as well. And now, was there any software or tools that really helped you at the start of running this business?
We have tried a lot of tools, but I can say what we are using now, if this is what you're asking me.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, anything that might have helped you in the back end as far as optimizing the business model or getting started.
For the research and for the optimizing of business we are using Helium 10, for example, all their tools.
Okay, yeah, that's great.
And also for the launching, we are using Seller Tools, because actually is the only thing which gives us results last. And also we are using ManyChat for chatbot automation. And boosting. And also from the social media side, we see that the most impact we are reaching on Instagram, because our customers are publishing their work with our product there, and also influencers are seeing it. And this is how we can see some synergy between our customers, which are posting what they have done with our product, and then we are searching for influencers, which are also then sharing what they have done, and they can share our product with their audience. And this is one thing which from the social media side is working good for us.
Yeah, no, it's really great when you can use, pure influence to really spread your marketing efforts into a manner that doesn't cost you anything out of your pocket. So yeah, that's really great. Now, why do you think that this business model is great for those who are maybe interested in getting started in online business?
Actually, when I have heard that it is possible to sell products on Amazon through the Fulfilled by Amazon service, where the fulfillment is automated and I don't need to touch or do anything with the products I sell, this was the point when I knew that this is the thing which I must try, because it was for me very good opportunity, And in the last 5 years, I have tried a lot of things which are, how can I say, near to some passive income. And I can say that this business model is not really passive income, but is more or less semi-passive income when you optimize it and automate it. And it's very good approximation of what I was searching for my lifestyle and what I want to reach in my life. And this is also why I want to stay in this business model, because anything else I have researched and tried is not giving me the same good results as here.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And like you said, you found something that really fits your lifestyle, and it's great when you can be matched with something that just fits what it is that you're trying to accomplish in your business goals. So that's really great to hear, Blas. Now, final question for you, putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think that your business is worth buying?
Our business worth buying because in the last 5 years we have put a lot of energy, money and time in optimization of our listings, and every buyer can see this from our conversion rate. So this is one thing. We know we have established brand which is top 10 brand in our niche, for example, and it's known brand. So this is the greatest value because we have matched our customers' needs with our products and we have offered better value to customers which need those products.
Yeah, no, definitely. And then that's, following that business model as well will always lead to success. So it's really great to see that you've just structured this and put all of this effort into growing this business here. Just looking on the back end as well, it's, really great metrics across the board as well too. So it's always great to see. Yeah. So that pretty much wraps it up. Was there anything else that you'd like to share that I might have missed in this call, Blas?
I think that we have covered everything.
All right. Perfect. Well, thanks so much for coming on the call. I'm looking forward to seeing this listing getting sold for you here in the near future.
Thank you too.
All right, thanks. And all right, everyone. So thanks for listening. To learn more and to see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 47801. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And once you've unlocked this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.